Hello YouTube and welcome to the start of a brand new Let's Play for Civilization 6. I am the Game Mechanic here with you as always, and today we are playing the delicious orange cream Wilhelmina. An excellent civ. I think one of my favorites to play. She just has some really nice districts which gives you flexibility, versatility with whatever you're trying to do with the game. This will likely be a space race in which we go industrial zones and work on efficiencies therein. This is our start. It is fairly interesting. We originally tried to get this game going on a lakes map, but found that lakes maps were pretty darn light as far as hills go. So in this one, we've been able to find 9 hills potentially for our capital, which is not too bad. It probably won't be Rurthy, as we will want a nice Rur Valley in a space race type game. But it does look like it'll be a reasonable enough capital to get things going. We have some flat desert down here, which isn't usually the thing you want to see a lot. However, it does give us a spot for pyramids and potentially some really nice theater squares early on. Districting on flat desert is perfectly lovely. Two real choices here. I think you could settle in place. I think settle in place is probably fine. It keeps some desert fairly close to us, but perhaps gives us some flexibility with wonders and things like that. We may or may not want to go for something like Temple of Artemis based on 2 truffle tiles. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how many. So I think the real choices here are move up 1 and settle the truffles for a 2-1-3 base. We will keep this coastal nice mine, future mine in our city center. We also move away from this side of the river, maybe allowing for a second city there and some government plaza shenanigans in between, which could be quite nice. I think the other option is to move over here. You get less yields in your city center, but kind of accomplishes the same purpose while moving away from that one. So I think I like this. We'll move the warrior first. I see no reason to not make that play. And then maybe a second city is like here or even up here. Some interesting campuses, maybe next to this mountain, et cetera, et cetera. But I think I like that move. What do we pick up here? Move towards, yeah, so more coast. So I like this. If your main cap can kind of grab all the tiles without having to be on coast, it's not a bad idea. So we picked up another hill there for sure. Should have a fair amount of those now. And then obviously down there as well. So that'll be fine. Let's get going. Boop. We have some floodplains above us. We do have extra production towards dams. Dams also boost industrial zones, although it's sort of in the opposite direction of where I was thinking about districting originally. But we'll see what happens. Where do we want to explore with the war? I don't really want to go explore this desert too much. Unless there's Petra potential down there. It's a little awkward, but I kind of want to just go that way and see what's happening over here. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's start with a scout. We start with a 2-1-3 base, as I mentioned. 2 tiles to work. Tiles to expand into. We've got a stone and obviously a really nice truffle tile here. We have some stuff for early builders to do, depending on which tiles we expand to, but there's wheat. Obviously, the truffles will expand to. Now, the question is, do I want to start with animal husbandry here? If I want to do government plaza shenanigans, horses could absolutely just get in the way of that, but I don't know that we can delay horses so long that we can do all of the stuff we want to do with government plaza stuff anyways. Early archers are kind of too important. And so I think we'll just discover the horses and then come what may, right? Like if there are horses right there, then we'll just have to plan around them and we will adapt to the game. Yeah, some nice tiles here. Some decent tiles for our cap. So diamonds and truffles as luxuries on our home continent here. So that's some nice extra gold. That could be an advantage that we play up early on. And then also some nice productive tiles over here. Really like plains in general. Just having extra production on them. Usually growth is not too hard of a problem. So if your cap gets to like pop 10 and is working all plains tiles, that's like 10 extra production over a grassland settle. What's up, Bose? How you doing? Would TOA apply to the truffles you're on? No, TOA applies to the camps, pastures, and plantations themselves. And because I've settled this resource, I do not have the option of putting a camp on it. This is a bit of a problem. I might need to just turn tail and come right back for these barbs. Yeah, he has seen me, and so we're gonna have some barb issues. I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna move across here and smack him. Come on, move towards me. Ah, you didn't move towards me. All right, we got to find that camp, though. Nice river systems. One interesting Petra tile so far. We'll see. We'll see. Where you going? Ah, you jerk. All right, let's go find that camp. It's going to be spawning 3 turns from now. Ooh, city-state over there. Let's meet them for sure. And then we'll have to have our scout pick up where our warrior left off. And because I've got barbs coming already, I think I'm going to grab a slinger. Excited for this gold, though. Not a first meet. Unfortunately, Cahokia wants a government plaza, and that means someone is nearby. That does not make me happy. No, the scout does not have to go back to the camp to get the raiding party to spawn. I believe it's 5 turns after they spot you. Petra does intensify a bit, yeah. Go straight through now. So I think the barb came from up here. So that's really where I do want to be heading. Oh, what's going on here? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, if that wasn't it, there's certainly another one here. Very nice cities, all of the production. I think already on this map there are more hills than our entire lakes map. Hey Mythrock, how you doing, dude? It's really a big bummer that we didn't get a first meet there. England.
Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. And soon,
I wasn't planning on a war game, but we could certainly think about some early shenanigans. Some early... Oh, come on. What? You're right there? It's our first barb kill. And this is Coast down here as well. What do you guys think? Should we kill her? If we are going to do that, we could go right to bronze working. I don't have an amazing early campus. There are some horses, so that indeed could mess with some plans. But it's also not necessarily the worst, even if one is blocked. There's our foreign trade boost. I'm thinking about going early aggression. She's real close. Yeah, this is an okay Petra city. 2, 4, 5. I've built worse Petras. Don't like all the desert, but... All right, so now what? We're working that and this. That's fine. We have 6 extra gold going. I wish it were 10. But that is not an option. I think I got to go find these barbs. I swear there was a different camp, but I could be wrong. Another hill in the cap. So a city over here, a city over here, a city down here, a city down here. So far, kind of thinking. Let's get our forward settle on if we're going to go early aggression. Here's a chop. Hey, there's a lake for us. No, well, there's a polder. Maybe. You talk about the right infrastructure. You You have time to. You have to make time for if you want ancient and classical wars. So what you're looking for if you're going to go directly into war is basically a beeline to bronze working to find out if you have iron. If you don't have iron, then you should probably rethink your plans. If you do have iron, you can think about going swordsman into maybe a complementary knight, perhaps even up to muskets. But generally speaking, if you don't have iron, you're not going to be able to do a whole lot, unless you're a civ that has obviously a bunch of advantages and things like that. So in addition to needing swordsman, I like to go for an early encampment and get a general to complement my units. It just helps you. It helps you break through the deity combat bonuses and stuff like that. Major flood. Got to be a little bit careful with that slinger now. Trying to scout the rest of your lands to see if this is going to be worth it or not. Interesting. I did not expect more land up there. What do you have horses but no iron? I'd still rethink it. I don't think you can just get away with just horses anymore. That used to be a thing. So we'll go after the boosted foreign trade. I do have scouts, but I'm a little bit more worried about the barbs. Right? I have a scout rather. And let's go God King, see what we can get for a pantheon here. This is a polderific lake. We'll definitely want to settle that, and I guess that was a poor movement. Powell, thank you so much for the tier 2. Welcome back for 7 months. Thank you so much.
Continue providing an amazing contribution to World Civ 6 knowledge, TGM.
I love that. Thank you, Powell. I appreciate you so much. Welcome back. Thank you for the tier 2, and thank you for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, people have been talking about how the AI settlers are bugged. I'm not experiencing that at all in my games, so I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm not having that issue. All right, so that was awkward. Do I need to bring the scout to like explore our lands? No. This is an era score scout. We can always get another scout later. I could even buy one now. I think I will buy one now. And then England's down there in the tundra. Take your money for the truffles. Yeah. Ooh, that's actually really good. Usually don't get that kind of a deal. I'm going to go explore the coast and come through here. I need to figure out where our other cities are going to go. It's the best pantheon for early war. It's either settler or forge, depending on what kind of units you're going to use. Some interesting coastal land up here. Polder stuff. Hey, we know what that is. Galapagos.
When you find yourself,
Are you going to be able to see it there, friend? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm going to heal this. I'm a little worried. The barbarian spearmen like your slingers a lot, and having them be injured is particularly risky. All right, so city here, maybe? I could make it a coastal and settle these truffles. That's an option. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually going directly to the forward settle. I do like the idea of a Petra city in here. But I'm probably coming down here or maybe even going over there. It's a little bit odd for war. It might even be this. The tiles here are okay. Do we need an undo button for misclicks? I'm not sure. Probably not. Imperator, what's up, man? Dude, I was talking about how awesome your piece of art is that you shared. Well done. Well done. Hey, first meet on Laventa. So while we, yeah. This is further reinforcing my idea that we should just take her over and then grab all this land. If this is a first meet, then hopefully we're actually a little bit isolated in a lot of directions. And so I think taking over her gives us, I mean, not that this is, not that Liverpool's fantastic, but the rest of them are fine. Yeah, they're fine. They're acceptable. That'll help us get our pantheon here. Yeah, it's really, really awesome, Imperator. Well done. What's your strategy for getting vision on scouts? I like to have them end their turn on hills as often as possible, and I generally speaking take Alpine for that purpose because you get the most vision that way.
Please accept my
So she wants to be all nicey nice. So Liverpool, quite easy to take based on their, like, this land here. So that should be reasonable. Not too bad here either. London should be fine as well. Okay. Do I come back here to look for goody huts? Kind of. Or other settles. Very awkward scouting here. And she has... I knew she was going to build a galley there. Silly AI. But she's got barb issues. I'm very happy to see that. I'm happy to let her deal with that while I try to get into position here. Good city up here, even though it's coastal. So where do we settle? It's a 2, 4, 5 tile Petra. This is an excellent city. Potentially 12 hills here. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Awesome, Texan. Good luck, my friend. Does the AI declare war for stealing settlers? Wait, what?
My man.
So there are horses over here. We do have horses in the cap, so that's an option. But again, I don't think that's enough. It feels really weird not settling towards England if we're going to plan to war them. I think I could reasonably come over here and settle the truffles and start with a 2-2 and maybe take some of Cahokia's tiles. Also gives our capital the ability to kind of work all of their tiles. There's maybe still interesting districting there. A coastal settle could get us a bunch of era score. And then it's at least close-ish to this. I think I like that. All right, now what? Monument, probably. And then we'll buy a builder. The reason we need a monument here is we need to get to oligarchy if we're going to do early war. We still don't know that we can with bronze working not being boosted and not being done. But we'll posture. We'll posture towards it. Some nice land around if we can settle it. It would be a shame if your settler got taken by a barb. Regular game speed, you can always tell based on the number of total turns in the game up here. There are 500 in our game, so that means it is standard speed. If it were 1,000, it would be, you know, a slower speed, and if it would be 250, it would be online speed. Hello, Lisbon. And Lisbon is a first meet. So while we missed the one here, our slinger has done some work and got us another first meet. All of this extra gold is excellent if we're preparing for early war. It's another reason to settle the truffles, I think. Pretty awkward scouting. I think this scout can come back and try to figure out what's going on here, and then this one I'll try to send elsewhere. I want that farm again. 3 turns, we'll buy a builder and start to get that going. Can I search hills just to see the count? Sure. 93. 93, crazy guy already. Harald!
Yay.
Yo, thank you so much. And Whimsy Goblin, thanks for the follow. Harald, thank you so much for the 18 months of that Prime sub. Welcome on back. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support. What's your criteria for minimum number of hills in a great city? A great city, like if you're going to go Ruhr Valley in a city, you probably want upwards of 15 to 20 hills. But I think if your city has somewhere around 7, it's fine. Obviously, the more the better. But remember that you have to have growth too to be able to work all those tiles. Do I like the coast settle? I still think I like the coast settle. I'm going to sit right here for a second and see where this settler goes. Because there's nothing else I can explore up here. I like working the extra gold. That builder is going to give us food over here, and that'll help grow when we need to. You can see that our growth rate in Amsterdam is very, very short. Very, very slow. So there's sailing. We have another city center that has golden in it, and we're working a 2-2 tile. We'll begin here with a monument as well. Again, looking to get to oligarchy before it's too late. Time that with our general / destroying England. Hey, is that our first goodie head of the game? I think it might be. All right, we're keeping an eye on this settler. Where are you going? All right, so now eventually we'll be able to send them a trade route because we have vision all the way to the city-state. So that's will probably eventually be a big deal. I didn't even look at their quest. Government Plaza. So Government Plaza gets us 2 envoys. It gets me my 2nd barbarian kill. I just need 1 more. Ooh. That's a nice little treat. That's a nice little treat. Take a relic. So we have found the tincture? Tincture? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Yeah, awesome. 4 faith per turn, a little bit of tourism. That's not really our goal, but yeah, we've got this to discover too for more era score. Could have a scout do it, but I'm trying to make the most out of my slinger here. Cincture. All right, so what are we looking at as a pantheon here? We have a settler as an option. We have God of the Forge as an option if we're doing this early war shenanigans. It's really, I think this is too risky of a commit because we don't know if we have iron or not. Ideally we do, and this would be fine, I think. We're avoiding breathtaking appeal. We're going to do industrial zone mine stuff. All of that sort of inherently has low appeal. I guess I can't search plantations, can I? But knowing that, like, I haven't seen any plantations really at all, luxury-wise. I guess over here on this continent, we have olives and cotton, but that's not my home continent. So I think the free settler makes a lot of sense. It lets me get over to this city. And this city can start working on, like, good campuses, and just good districts in general. I think the settler is the best. Lady of Reeds and Marsh for the desert floodplain. And the Ford settle of England. Well, I don't know that I'm getting another settler. I mean, that's interesting, right? Because the new Lady of the Reeds and Marshes actually does add in a fair amount. Like, it's 6 production right there. But beyond that exact spot, is it really worth it? I don't think it is. For the memes? No, I don't think so. It's an interesting thought, though. I'm glad you said something. It's worth considering for sure. What else could we maybe look at? We could look at production and faith from strategics. We already know we have some horses, but it's really not enough. Pasture stuff. I love culture from tiles, of course. Oh, we do have citrus on our home continent and dyes actually, so we do have some plantation potential. I don't think it's enough though. Just give me the settler. Give me that settler, won't you? Want to kill you. Please let me kill you. Because that'll be my bronze working boost. Yeah, and we could start this war now. Oh my gosh. I don't know that I get away though. And actually we get kicked out, right? So I either get kicked all the way like up to here or here because we're in her land. So if we declare now, we like maybe we wind up there or it could be all the way over here, in which case we're going to miss our opportunity. If for some reason we are able to go there, then we're fine. And to grab the settler, but otherwise we miss it.
Why no discussion of stone circles?
Because I only wanted to discuss the ones that were worth considering about. I like the idea of getting this city. This is where I want to go. I got a scout here to hopefully get them there safely. Where are you going? That way? No, you killed it. I want my Eureka. I still haven't found it.
Every nation lives.
Oh, I should buy my builder as well.
The natural history of this archipelago.
Alex, hey buddy, thank you so much for the 26
It
months.
seems to be a little world.
Welcome back with that Prime sub and Tranny. I'm sorry I didn't say thank you. I just glibly responded to your comment. Thank you so much for the 4 months of that Prime sub as well. Welcome back into the shop, you guys. Thank you so much for the Prime subs. They are a good half of my income, so they are much appreciated here. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you. I am very, very light on era score at the moment. So I might not be getting a golden. That's not the worst thing in the world, although we do have a relic. Pretty good mausoleum city with the wonder. I mean, I can't settle here. So where does it become a good mausoleum city, right? Like, I guess here gives you some of it. But honestly, Lisbon is like right in the way of Galapagos. So I don't, this isn't a thing that we can really grab. Is going for a religion too much of a commitment? Yes. Yes, certainly in this game we don't want a religion. Time for a trader. I think. Definitely need that barb kill if I can get it, and then we're back to urban planning. Raise Lisbon. Don't think so. closed borders on England now. I want the growth tile in first. Please, can we find a barbarian? Is this city better? Slightly? Slightly better? All right, so let's think about this city a sec. Let's think about this in general. It's a +5 campus. That's +4. Overrides a hill. We'll see. What are you? Interesting. Miss out on 2 polders if we move the city south. Yeah, that's true. For the memes, we should be doing polder stuff, yeah? How's that a +5 campus? So 3 mountains. And then the river gives Wilhelmina a major adjacency. So 3 + 2 is 5. She's friendly. She friendly. Start with our monument there. And start with that tile. Like that. So what do I do about this bronze working boost? Do I just hard tech it? That's pretty disappointing. Hey, Glass, how's it going? We went the free settler pantheon. There's gotta be a barb around. Much better. Yeah, we're thinking about Petra. Does she know more people? No. She just knows us. I think I'm going to commit to this and take her out. There's a desert. Holy cow. I don't want to hard tech this. So culture on our international trade routes, we like that a lot. Should go ahead and take a look at one that we could get. We could go to England and try to get the combat, the visibility that would combat translate into combat strength. That's probably the best way to do it, actually. And just go to Liverpool.
My man.
Takes so long though. I don't think I can let this come back. 14 times 2. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean a road to England is nice.
My man.
A war road is always nice. I guess if that's the case, we should go to London to make sure we can cross this river. Yeah, okay. Sulfend and third shift is hard. Isn't hard. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. All right, so now what? We're hard teching bronze working. Craftsmanship we're going to be able to boost in a second, so we don't need to overcommit to that. Another builder certainly isn't bad. And if we're going to have iron, we're probably going to need the charge. So let's go ahead and grab another builder. What a weird map. Not bad weird, just weird. With that. Okay. All right. Come home. It's a wonder, I think. Nope, just a mountain. The settler went this way. We lost the opportunity to do anything with it. As a Dutch, you want more coastal or more rivers? I prefer the rivers because I like the economy bonuses. The coast stuff is cute for polders, but they take a long time to kick in. So you could always settle those hills or those cities later. I mean, there's the barb, but we're kind of past that now. Kind of past now. Like shipyards for the golden production. Yeah, that's fine. You can do either. You can do either. Like having harbors over commercial hubs as her is fine. Welcome in, Sumba. Happy you're checking out the live stream. We appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay here. I mean, I don't even care about this anymore. You missed me caring. It's too late to care. Who dis? Is that her still? What's going on here? What's going on, Vicky? What are you doing? Where are you coming from? Now you're going to give me barbs? Now you're going to give me barbs, really? That's how we're going to do it? That's how we're playing this. Okay. All right, game, whatever. All right, I'm going to bring you back home. We'll find that later. I don't even know where this camp is. All right, iron.
I'm also interested.
Whew, okay. I was going to be a little salty there. We have one source. Is that it? She's got iron. Double iron down there. She's got 2. And then there's some over here and up there. Okay. Well, at least we have that one. I may need to get a city down here fairly quickly. It's not worthy, I don't think. We play deity. All right, so I need to get that iron online. Ah, come on. Go away. Go away. I'm going to smack you. I'm going to smack you. All right, we got to go right for our swords then. It is time for Amsterdam to get their encampment. All right, so if they're going to get an encampment, I need to start thinking about where it needs to go. I really like it here on this road. Having your encampments right on a road is pretty fantastic.
My man.
Can we still sneak in pyramids in Amsterdam, maybe? Ray, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right, I don't have to think about districts too much. Encampment can just go here. Do I want it all the way out? Oh, fine. I'll think about cities here for a second. Let's think about what we're doing. Are we going to do this Petra city? Petra city will get a lot better if we find a city state that can do like a tile that can go on our flat desert here, because otherwise it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tile Petra. It's not amazing. Lord Casey, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. What's good timing for science victories? I can't get out of the like 100 turn 140 science victory. I'm like, that's like, I am, no matter what's going on in the game, my science victories are at turn 240. There are people in the chat that have done sub 200, and we'll get back to those challenges soon. I think this is fine. So 5. I like a second encampment, I think.
My man.
What speed is that on? That's on normal speed. Smuffati, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I don't think I really need the horses too much. Maybe just buy this tile because it's right by the road, and that's where we'll drop the encampment. Seems fine. Definitely want your encampments near the roads, near your war roads. Let's sneak back around here. 8 turns on a Dark Age. As I said, we were very, very light on era score just in general. We didn't go double scout, which is part of the reason, but also just kind of our land is a little wonky. Like, didn't meet other civs, barely met enough city-states. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're getting close to this. We've got this. So how far? We got 21 turns until political philosophy. Let's build that district and shorten it up. I'll save this policy switch. Unless we want Magnus established right away. That's not necessary. I don't think.
Without craftsmanship.
All right, what else are we doing? We are doing barb stuff. We're doing production stuff. That's fine. This looks good. Let's just try to get to oligarchy and try not to go into a dark age. If we go into a dark age, it's going to be especially hard to hold her cities. If we're in a normal age, it's probably okay. Uh-huh. Where are you going now? Gotta go hunt barbs with slingers. Good times. You're standing on my encampment, dude. Come on. Babylon, you absolutely are a fantastic city-state. Although we're not doing much with culture. Get out of here, you scouts. All right, now back to this. Get our encampments. And then you're stepping on this one, too? Can you not? Come on. Come on, barbs. All right, 10 turns on swords. There's Birmingham. Birmingham is on a river. All right. Beta fish, dude. My brother had beta fish when we were growing up. That's awesome. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate the support, and thank you. Who dat? What? How are we getting first meets? Where is everybody? What's happening here? I will take Vilnius. That's great. Not super relevant as far as their suzerain bonus, but getting some extra culture right now is really, really useful, being that we are trying to get to political philosophy, and the faster we get to that, the better. This thing's gonna shoot me. Yo, Lunch Beers with 5 gifted subs. Dude, thank you so much. Lunch Beers. Have you been drinking already today? Is that why you're so generous? Doesn't matter. I don't judge you for it. I love you for it. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, what do we want here? This is not a city I want an encampment in. And I want to get them better districts, obviously. They've got some pretty nice ones. I could start with, like, another builder so we can chop for our districts. Also, we're kind of skewing down yonder towards the good old Machu Picchu. That could be interesting. Do love me some Machu Picchu. Let's go for the builder. Never a wrong time to get a builder. We have 1 turn until we grow to this, so let's go grab that one first, and we'll grab that one afterwards. And Muffin Twitch Prime, dude, thank you so much for the 6 months.
Speaking about beers, pubs are open again in the UK, so I'm off to have a pint.
Okay, sounds good,
Thought
Muffin.
I'd share this before I go, though.
Be
Enjoy
safe.
the stream.
Be safe. Socially distance your hangover. I'm telling you, that's the key to drinking at a pub right now. Just make sure that the hangover is 6 feet away. That's what you need to do. Good luck, man. Be safe out there, okay? And thank you so much for the Prime sub. We're 2 turns from boosting this. Go 1 more and then switch. Nice. That died. Finally a scout promotion. So where's this scout going to go? Maybe this way. Like maybe there's something to be had over there. Who knows? We'll find out. Don't want to waste any culture here. We're about to get that Eureka.
Look back over the past.
All right, you can heal for a turn. Let's get our barracks. Can you talk about the best ways Desperation era score in the Ancient Era? One of the things you could do in the Ancient Era is tech to Mysticism and maybe grab an early Suzerain. Suzerains go very, very quickly these days with the new patch. The AI is much better at sending out their envoys. So going to Mysticism early on, like for example, if we could complete a quest, not that we're really in that ballpark, but if we could probably get a Suzerain here. When you do that, you could also then potentially levy that city-state's military. And grab more era score that way. Otherwise, sometimes like if you just beeline something like currency or horseback riding or ironworking, these are all like getting into the first classic era tech. That can be era score for you. Can get a little rough though if you really are that desperate for era score. There's a Polder Lake. Do I know why AI like Amani so much even on lower difficulties? That makes sense. All right, even though we're going to war her, I'm happy to take her money for now. She's got a lot of iron. This could be a doozy of a war, if I'm being honest. She's also going for encampments. We've got a little while before we have to fight her, though, so I'm fine taking the gold per turn. I don't know if she'll sell me her iron. It's not a bad idea. It's most of the gold per turn. It's still not a horrible idea, but I think I want the gold per turn. They have Petra Dreams all the way over there, I guess. All right, first governor. So if we're gonna do early war, this is another part of it. Really like trying to get to Embrasure for the free promotion, like right away. It sucks that our iron isn't in the city that we're gonna want Victor in for the extra accumulation. What we may have to do is get a city down to that other double iron, but once we have that, we should be good to go. I may have to gold buy a settler as well. How much would that be? 560. I don't know. That's too much. I need upgrades and stuff. But we're gonna start with Victor. That's another great way. Is grabbing an early Amani for Messenger. It's another way to do the suzerain thing and get that era score early on. We'll want this dude in Amsterdam. Four turns left on the era.
A strong economy begins with a strong.
All right, so as we're winding down this era, let's go ahead and put a cut in the video here. If you're watching over on YouTube, I do appreciate you watching. Don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and come say hi to us in person on the internet. Look forward to seeing you.